Hey everybody, I'm getting ready for bed and I was just thinking about stuff, and I was thinking, how when women are murdered by their abusers, it is normally a situation where he murders his wife or the kids along with his wife, and then he kills himself. I mean, that's the normal kind of pattern that happens. And what I'm thinking is, why is it that a man, if he's getting overwhelmed, why isn't he seeking help? Because if he would just do that and seek help, think of how many lives that would save, including his own. Okay? So, the male ego, I think, is just so fragile that they don't want to admit when something's going wrong, and they don't want to admit, that they're being overwhelmed. And here's the thing about anger. Anger comes from our needs not being met. Okay? So what we have to decipher here is that need a selfish need with the male ego, or is it a warranted need? If you have the need to control a woman, I'm sorry, that's a selfish need. And I think more men would not get cheated on if they would quit accusing their mates of cheating. Because there's been situations where a woman, I've even been told by women, I was accused so much of it, I just went ahead and did it. Because they were just so ticked off that their man was constantly accusing them of cheating when they weren't. And that it ended up into that situation because it was a constant badgering the woman about cheating when she was not in the first place. But it led to that. But, I think more men would realize, if they would just only realize that if they stop trying to control the woman, that their relationship would probably last so much longer, or a marriage so much longer, if they would just stop the control. And I know men probably feel like this, in marriages or relationships, but if you're feeling suffocated, then of course you're going to want to leave, obviously. So I think men need to really think about what those needs are. And if it's a selfish need, think about your need for control. And why do you need that control? Trying to control someone is just going to make the opposite happen. They're going to want to run if you try to control them. So just think about that, and please think about getting some help if you get overwhelmed. And if you are fighting with a spouse or a girlfriend and it's getting out of hand, please stop yourself and walk away. Don't let that anger get control of you to where you do something that cannot ever be repaired. Okay? Try that. Try stopping yourself. Because think of how many lives you could save. Okay?